Hey guys, it has been forever since I've done a video and I am so sorry for that, but I'm really excited to do my first video in forever and it's gonna be a Halloween one. I do like the cute little fawns that have been everywhere this year and last year, but I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a different take. So it's more of a reindeer that got shot in the head. So we're gonna do something a little different. I've already done some lighter foundation and my brows. Did them a little bit thicker today than normal, just to kind of do that reindeer-esque type look. I am taking City Color Be Matte. This is something I had gotten in my Ipsy bag. And I am going to take my brush and just kind of do it all over right here. Making it a little bit more brown because we're doing more of the reindeer and they're brown. Now I'm going to take a darker brown, and this is Brune from MAC. Reindeer have a very, I don't know, a broad nose. So we are going to make our noses a little bit more broad by doing our contouring. Taking 213 from MAC. Staying to the outside of my nose here. And then just kind of go into your crease. Make sure to keep blending that out so it's not a harsh line, but just more of a shadow. I'm going to take some Urban Decay Primer Potion and just put some primer on my lid and brow bone. From the Anastasia right here, I'm going to be taking this and highlighting the inner corners of my eye. Let's see if I already have a brush to use that. Now any sparkly black that you have, take that and do the outer corners just to give some definition. Now we're going to do the black eyeliner. The black eyeliner, we're just gonna kind of follow the same curve as our eye, do a little tiny bit of a wing, but bringing these in at the corner. So go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna be using my Maybelline Master Precise right here. All right, and I'm connecting it on the side right there. So just do the other eye. Sorry, I'm holding it here like right in front of you. Okay, so there is our eyeliner. We kind of came in, winged out. Then I'm going to do some lashes. I'm using Red Cherry in 116. I wanted them to be a little bit more dramatic than normal. I'll put those on and be right back. Okay, so I have my false lashes on and I'm loving them. Then I'm going to take the Tarteist liner from Tarte and I'm going to draw on my lower lashes. I love this because I can just squeeze it up and then just kind of take from the top. I'm not super picky about the lashes, but if you are and if you mess up, I would clean this off, use the same exact brush and use eye makeup remover to kind of fix your mistakes. But I'm not really too super picky. Awesome. I'm going to use the rest of this to do my nose. I'm going to take my pencil brush underneath. With that same eyeliner that we used to line our eyes, I'm gonna, well, actually, let's whiten up this a little bit more than it is. I'm just gonna take some light concealer. Probably need lighter than that. Could even be smart to do that before you do the black nose, but you know, it's all right. And even though I have super thin lips, I'm still gonna go underneath my lips. Okay, now you're gonna wanna do a little slight upturn here. I don't wanna get the mirror in the way, sorry. Now I'm going to take white and kind of do the little speckles all over the place. I'm just going to take MAC's, oh, what is it, Fascinating? Yeah. Fawn makeup with all of our white all over the place. I did some on my nose and I also added two things. This is a Revlon Color Burst matte balm. It is sultry and I put that a little tiny bit on my bottom lip, but then I took a bright pink blush and just kind of dabbed it over. Now our fawn is going, or our reindeer, whatever, is going to get a little bit of a different look. I'm going to make a bullet hole in that. Now, I'm going to be using tissue paper. I took a ton of toilet paper and just cut some holes, some circles, excuse me. I have some liquid latex and I have a small sponge. And just like the Chelsea grin we did before, I'm just gonna be layering. And I'm just gonna keep layering that over and over and over again. Gonna knock that over first, probably with this whole stack, and then we'll be right back. Now that I've layered and layered and layered and layered, when I was pushing it on, I was trying to make a little bit of a crater on the inside so that this would be puffed up a little bit more. Not saying that we're not gonna cut into it and make an even deeper hole, but I just kind of wanted to form that around. Now I'm taking a slightly darker foundation. I didn't powder it off too. I just waited until it dried. Then I'm going to put on powder, or foundation, excuse me, then some powder. I used a slightly darker foundation than I had used on the rest of my face. Remember with the Fawn makeup that we had put bronzer around here as well. So make sure and cover this up completely, and then we'll take some bronzer and kind of go over this a little bit more. Make sure to get all around those edges. Then we're going to take that bronzer. I'm going to do it with a fluffy brush, but a more centralized brush so that this blends in a little bit better. Okay. Just kind of lightly go over that. Really want to blend in those edges. Then we're going to make the skin look extremely irritated. So we're going to take some red. Let's just do some red eyeshadow. I'm going to take my Coastal Scents 88 palette. What is this? Is this Sigma or MAC? This is MAC 224. And kind of go around the edges of this. Now I'm going to take a tiny, tiny bit of black, go around the outer edge of the wound, the hole. This is more like an exit hole or an exit wound because it's so big. If one were to come in this way, it would be a lot smaller, but I'm going to say it hit me from the back and kind of came out this way. So just kind of going around the inner corner of that. Just kind of rubbing it all in, blending. Now we're going to cut. So I'm going to take my scissors that I typically use for my eyelashes. I'm going to first make a hole. Kind of gross as that. And then I'm going to snip. Careful not to snip yourself. Okay, so just making a nice hole in here. You can pick that out. Okay. Now first I want to take black, like straight black. I'm going to be using, I love these Wolf paints because they're water activated and then they dry completely so well that you don't even need to worry about it going all over the place. Another synthetic brush. Maybe I should have brought in some water. A stippling before I do the black because I looked at it in the mirror and the red shadow came off a little bit pink and I didn't want it to. So I'm taking my Ben Nye, this is my Bruises and Abrasions color wheel, and just a stippling type thing. And I kind of want to make it look like little blood vessels are all popped and everything. But this is actual red. Yeah, that's a lot better. So I'm going to get some real redness and irritation out of this. Perfect. And then I want a little bit of bruising, so I'm gonna go in with some deep purple. I'm gonna pinch this brush. Using my 88 palette, that's just kind of what I'm going into. Okay, well, that's a lot better. All right, now I'm gonna be using that black. So, just dip my brush in a little bit of water, a little bit in this black. And we're gonna kind of go into that hole right there, deepen that up. Now I'm going to take that red from the Ben Nye and do that same thing all along the outer edges. I really want that to be dark, but also to have some red, since hello. Ooh, and I'm also using this right up here. So this one and the red kind of put together. Maybe I'll do a little bit of yellow too to help with that bruising along with that purple. I like more black, more black. Right in the center to make it nice and dark. Just kind of dot it in. Perfect. Okay, so there's our bullet hole so far. It's the first time I've ever done this, so this is kind of fun. Gotta stop rubbing that in right in there. Perfect, because we want it nice and black in there. And then a little bit with my finger in that yellow. Skin is kind of bruised all around. Okay, now I've taken, this is probably totally wrong, but this is what I've done. So I've taken lipstick, some Vaseline, and some olive oil. And it's made kind of a thick blood type mess. Kind of wanting that to drip a little bit. Is it going to? And just putting this all in. So there's our poor fawn being shot in the head. Kind of digging this false or fake blood. All right, I'm gonna put a little tiny bit outer edges because it would have splattered a little bit. And then just taking my finger and kind of, oh, this is so gross. Okay, so I don't think that's too bad. Take that and splatter it around a little bit. So here is our dead fawn. Well, now she's dead for sure. Let's take these out. Don't laugh, but I totally took my boy's reindeer thing that we use for Halloween, for Christmas. And here is our cute reindeer makeup with, sadly, a bullet hole. So there you go. Hope you guys liked it. Super easy and fun to do. You can get liquid latex at any Halloween store. You can make your own blood. Use toilet paper to just kind of make things. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that and have a happy Halloween.